And now, back to Zen.
So today's kayak day. I'm going out with a bunch of my friends out kayaking on Lake Erie, and I've got my stuff out in the background here. You can see, just kind of doing a once over. This is the first time I've been out this year. But when I was doing that, I remembered that I've had a lot of questions of people who know I kayak about how I put my boat on top of the car, because I use pool noodles. So this is what my pool noodle setup looks like. Yeah, so all you do is you take this and you put it in that end. Turn it over, do the same thing on the other side. Put the other pole in here. And turn it over, do the same thing on the other side. 90-degree elbow, 90-degree elbow. And what you end up with is a frame like that. That sits on top of the car, just like that. And you'll notice I have a window here, so I'm trying to protect the window. And that sits on top of the car like that. Usually it doesn't roll off. We've got a little wind here today. That sits on top of the car like that. Then the kayak just sits on upside down on top of that, and I tie it down with some bungee cords. And when the boat's on the car, this is what it looks like. All tied down. The strap that really holds it all together is this strap here, and that runs all the way through the car and cinches up, so that boat's not going anywhere. You can see how the opening here rides right on that pool noodle, and then the end of the opening is on this pool noodle, and it also protects the window, the sunroof. The many uses of pool noodles. Who'd have thought, huh? This is the first time I've been out this year, so I'm kind of going over everything, making sure I've got the things that I need and the things that I want. I bring along a lot of things I don't need, but may come in handy. For instance, this is a nylon tow rope, and I keep it in the compartment in the back, just in case for some reason I need to be towed in, or I need to tow another kayaker in. I've got a rope. This is a skirt, which I don't really use, but a few times when the waves have got high enough that they put water in the boat, then I put it on just to kind of help keep myself dry. Inside the boat, I've got let's see here, a sponge in order to sop up any water in there, a pump to pump out any water that might get in there, a water bottle, which is good just to keep things dry in. If you've got your keys or your telephone, I just put it in the bottle. That keeps it dry. In the back, in the compartment, this is supposed to be a dry compartment. It's I would say water resistant. I've got a pool noodle cut in half. You never know when somebody's in the water or might need to hold on to something to stay afloat, or need extra buoyancy. A pair of gloves to protect my hands while I'm paddling. These are Jello Gloves. This is gel here, and then the back side of it is neoprene, or not neoprene, yeah, like spandex. So it keeps my hands dry, but still allows me to have some protection against the paddle if I'm paddling very hard. That's just a coffee thing, and I use that in order to bail water if I need to. This is a strap that I use in order to tie the kayak down. I use 3 of them, one through the car, all the way through and around the kayak, and one on either end. And then I've got my the important stuff. Inside this bag from the Cleveland Plain dealer, I've got my life vest, another pair of gloves I keep attached to the life vest to protect my hands, a helmet just in case I should be out someplace that I need one. I don't usually put it in the kayak unless I'm expecting to do that. And that bag's got all kinds of extra little things, flashlights, whistles, an air horn, that kind of stuff in case I get into an emergency situation and I need to call out and let people know that I'm there. So that's the beginning of my kayak trip. I'll try to add a little footage of me and the gang out on the water on Lake Erie tonight.
That makes sense? It doesn't matter to me. Well, I think it's kind of 6 to 1 and half a dozen is yes. Where's Chuck go?
I don't know. There's somebody out there. Okay, so we had a lot of fun kayaking out on the lake, and now we're headed to get a couple of beers, a little bite to eat, little socialization on dry land. We got like a caravan up here. And once again, we are at Costa del Largo Mexican restaurant. I should have brought the laptop. They got Wi-Fi.
We're all going to wash our hands. So.
Okay. I'll come right with you. No.
Okay, come on.
That's a way to end an evening, huh? This is what happens after the fact. Everybody sits around. We all have ourselves something nice to drink. And relax and have fun and all that stuff. And that's it. End of an evening. I hope to see you soon. If you got questions, feel free to ask. And I'm sure if I can't answer them, one of my friends can. Till next time, this is Ed saying you be well.